Hey guys, this is Anne from Anne's Kitchen blog, and I want to take you along to make dinner with me tonight. Tonight we are making Fideo, which is a Mexican dish. My godmother, who is Spanish, taught me how to make this. It's like a Mexican spaghetti is how I would describe what it is, but it's not spaghetti. And I did forget to do the diced onion, which is optional if you don't like onion, but I usually add it, but today I did forget about it. So here I am just cooking the hamburger meat, and then let's get to the rest of the ingredients. I like to season it with onion powder, salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. And then for the pasta, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. Vermicelli. I think I said that wrong. But sometimes you can find the package and it'll say Fideo on it. But anyway, this is what the package looks like. And it's like little broken up spaghetti noodles. And then you're going to need a can of rotel with the green chilies in it. And then you're also going to need a small thing of chili, which I love Hatch because I'm from New Mexico. And then you need a small can of tomato sauce that you're also going to use the same can for the water. And you're gonna just fill that up with the water. So here we're just continuing to cook the hamburger meat, and I did turn up the heat. I realize this might be a little bit of a long video. This is also the first time I've done a video blog, so please bear with me. I had to talk over it because, well, the original audio was just not very good, so forgive the audio. Here I'm just cooking away on the hamburger meat. Now, I don't like to drain my meat because, well, I like the extra juices, but go ahead and drain your meat if you want to. Here, I'm just letting it sit and cook while I dig out a bowl to put the hamburger meat in, because you are going to cook the pasta and the meat separate. You don't cook them together. You're going to take the meat out, and then you're going to cook the pasta and the rest of the ingredients, and then add your meat back to it. As you can see, my stove was really high because it started to smoke really bad. So here my hamburger meat is done cooking, and I'm going to season it with my seasonings. Get all the goodness mixed up there together. I just love the way that garlic and onion make meat taste so much better. And then I separated it and I put it in the bowl. And then here I'm going to add some olive oil to the pan and let that heat up. Excuse me. And then I'm going to add the pasta to the hot oil. Now, I did use the bag I bought was a pound of pasta. I ended up taking half of that out because there's only 2 people in my house and I don't need that much pasta in there. So I did take out some of it. So, I mean, by all means, you can use the whole bag if you have a large family, but you'll need a larger pan. So here you are just going to just kind of brown the pasta with the olive oil, and I zoomed in so that way you could see what the browning pasta is supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like that light brown colored pasta. It only takes a few minutes. You don't want to cook it on too high, and you don't want to leave it alone. You want to constantly stir. So now we're going to add our rotel in there, and you're going to be adding the rest of the ingredients at this point. Give it a little stir. You're going to add your tomato sauce, and then you're going to fill that can up with some hot water. I used the water dispenser water. I don't like to use the sink water. So you just filled it up and you dump it in there as well. And that is what I'm doing here, is I'm just filling it up with water. and dumping it in there. And then you're just gonna let this cook. I'm gonna add the green chilies here in just a moment. We like to use the hot rotel and the hot green chilies. That's just because my husband likes it spicy. If you don't want it too spicy, you could use like the medium or the mild. But we like it hot. So, and it's supposed to be kind of spicy. I mean, it's a Mexican dish. Who doesn't like spicy Mexican food, right? So here I'm adding those delicious hatch green chilies, which I miss hatch green chili living in Idaho. Because where I'm from, we're very famous for green chili. So here you're just going to stir it around and let it cook. It probably takes maybe 5-10 minutes today. It didn't seem like to take very long. So you just cook it till it gets nice and thick. You don't want it watery. It's not soup. So here you can see it's a little thicker. So it's cooking nice and good. You just want the pasta to just kind of soften up so it's not hard when you eat it. It's almost done actually. It didn't really take very long at all. This is a quick dish. So it's something that you can whip up really quick and eat with tortillas. So as you can see how it's thickening up as it cooks. And the smell, you guys, I wish you guys could smell this because it smells so good. And then here you're just going to add back to the pan the hamburger meat and give it a good stir. And then you're just going to let it cook for just a few more moments, just until the pasta is nice and tender. It doesn't have to be really like too soft or soggy, but just you want it just al dente, I guess is what I'm trying to say, like, but because if you let it sit for a little while, it's going to soften up even more in the natural juices that it has in there. Even though it's not a juicy dish, it will still have some juice in it. So here it's pretty much done, and I'm just stirring it all together to make sure it is mixed well. And so this dish right here will last me and my husband about 2, maybe 3 days if we include it in our lunch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is what it looks like, and it is finished. I am just continuing to mix it together, and I did give it a taste test, and it was delicious. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.